luxury brands don't really want you to know this, but some of the biggest luxury brands always go on sale. So this video is going to be your source of truth, your Bible, if you will, of how to navigate those sales and how to never pay full price for designer items. So I'm going to teach you everything that I know about designer sales in this video, the tips and tricks that I use probably on a daily basis because I do love a good shop. So the brands that always go on sale, where to look for the best sales, and how to know if that's actually a good price for that item. What exactly are the brands that have a potential outlet that maybe you can go to instead? Because the worst thing that you can do is buy a designer item full price and then in a couple weeks time it goes on sale. And who's the fool in the situation? Not pointing fingers at you, but you could have saved money. And why you should trust me? Because I do like a good shop, okay? And I do especially love a good designer item, that's for sure. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Sabrina and I talk a lot about luxury fashion, affordable fashion, styling, a lot about handbags. So if that is all up your alley, I think you might like it here. Now let's get into the deets, okay? Let's get into the shopping tips that you need to know about. Let's start off the brands that always go on sale. These are the brands that in a couple months time, I know that piece will end up in the sale. And there are certain items that I can definitely pick up will 100% be in the sale. I don't know, maybe it's like a spidey sense, or maybe it's just my average shopping, but I know that piece is going to end up in the sale. But this also brings up a really good point, except for the really heavy hitters of the fashion industry. So I'm talking Hermes, Louis Vuitton, the brands that really don't go on sale. Even the brands that do go on sale, if there is a very popular item, there's a less likely chance of that item being hit in the sale. A current good example of that is the Elia Le Tacao bag that has been flying off the shelves for a while now, and I don't think that handbag is going to hit the sale anytime soon. You can definitely, I believe, still get a promotion code that, you know, gives you 10%, 20, whatever it is on that item, but it's from the actual company that you're buying from, not the Elia Le brand instead. Elia Le brand, Elia the brand. So as I go through the brands, keep that in mind that if it is a very popular item and you know that it is a very popular item, maybe waiting for the sale is not the best idea. There is supply and demand. If they know that that item is selling off the shelves like hotcakes, they're definitely not going to put it in the sale. So if you have your eyes set on an item that's very popular, maybe don't wait until the sale, okay? You gotta act quickly in some cases. Use your discretion. With all the brands that I mentioned in this video, they definitely all have their one item that sells like hotcakes. Everybody wants it. There's always that one item that never ends up in the sale. As for the brands that always do have sales, okay, I have my notes below me, so if I keep looking down, that is why. Let's start off with my favorite, Versace. I love a good Versace moment. In my opinion, when I think of Versace, I think of ready-to-wear. I actually don't really think of the bags and the shoes. Maybe more so the shoes and the handbags if I had to, you know, give them a tier. But the ready-to-wear always ends up in sale. Maybe not right when it lands, but it will eventually in months down the road. For the vast majority of brands, when they have a new collection, it's not going to go on sale right away. But in a couple months time, when there is a new season, it definitely will hit the sale. And I think Versace is a brand that has really good sales on all categories, so shoes, handbags, ready-to-wear especially. Balmain is also another brand that has a lot of ready-to-wear sales. Same with handbags and shoes, but I find Balmain is also ready-to-wear heavy. The thing with Balmain handbags is that they always go on sale. I've never seen a Balmain handbag, except for maybe from their website, that was full price. They go on sale. Listen, am I the biggest fan of Balmain bags? No. But that's besides the point. You know, you don't need my opinion. As long as you want a really good deal, okay? Hit yourself up with a Balmain bag. You'll find a really good deal. When it comes to fashion months, so in February and September, I love looking at the new collections and I just have an eye. You know, I'm like, that piece is gonna go out in the sale. Maybe obviously not when it first is released, but months down the line, my eyes glued, okay? Say no more. Valentino is another one. Now, Valentino is a new breed of a brand currently right now. They have their new creative director, Alessandro Michele. There's a lot of new things happening at Valentino right now, but I promise you, if you were to go on any of the sites that I mentioned in a little bit, a lot of the Valentino merchandise, the ready-to-wear, bags, and shoes are all on sale. And one very key thing to take away is that when there's a new creative director, typically brands will want to get rid of the old merchandise that the old creative director designed. So let's take the example of Gucci. Gucci just had their creative director, Sabato De Sarno. He just left, and as of the moment that I film this, there is no creative director that's going to replace him. Typically in the past, the brands like Gucci will want to get rid of everything that Sabato De Sarno created and designed. They will put that all on sale to make way for all the new designs under the new creative director. This is not always the case. It definitely varies by brand. But if you were interested to get a bag from a previous collection, then there is that period of time that there may be potential sales and there may be a good opportunity for you to secure that bag on a good deal. Brands definitely don't disclose that they're going to get rid of all their previous stuff, but typically the previous stuff, a lot of it will end up in outlets. Back when Alessandro Michele was creative director for Gucci, a lot of his pieces ended up in the outlet. And to my knowledge, I feel like a lot of his pieces are still in the outlet. Another French brand, Jacquemus. Jacquemus has a lot of things on sale. I feel like if you just type in Jacquemus, a lot of it comes up on sale. I mean, the same thing applies. Ready-to-wear shoes, handbags. The Le Chiquito bag is always on sale, okay? Never buy that full price. And if it is listed as full price, I assure you, if you do a little bit of research, you will find it on sale. I remember the spring-summer collection of Jacquemus. I think it was last year. I remember seeing it and I was like, oh my god, I love these pieces so much. And in a couple months time, okay, it's already on sale. The two UK fashion houses, Burberry and JW Anderson, a lot of those do go out on the sale, especially Burberry. Burberry right now is going through a transitional period like no other. Daniel Lee, who's currently the creative director at Burberry right now, I don't know why people are rumoring that he is leaving. As of right now, I don't think he is leaving, but when he first joined Burberry, I think it was 2 years ago at this point, there definitely was, you know, not so great collection that definitely ended up in the sale and the outlet right away. I think it is very important to give creative directors a chance, and I do feel like his previous collection that just debuted at London Fashion Week was actually a great hit. You know, I actually really enjoyed it. Now, when I say Burberry, I'm really talking about more of the maybe gimmicky items, less of the Burberry checkered print. There's far less Burberry trenches that go on sale and more so things like, you know, the handbags, maybe a pair of pants, stuff like that. I mean, the Burberry trench is so synonymous to the Burberry brand. That is also a really great example of when a product is so popular that it does not go on sale. When you think of Burberry, I guarantee you probably think of the Burberry check or the Burberry trench. So to have a key piece from that fashion house go on sale, it's unlikely. And now hopefully my next video, I have a little surprise in terms of Burberry, so I will save that for later. But in terms of JW Anderson, who is also the creative director of Loewe, he has his own main line. A lot of his pieces also do go on sale, and a lot of his pieces are also very gimmicky. Like if you remember the pigeon clutch that Sarah Jessica Parker was seen wearing, I believe that was on the reboot of Sex and the City. I could be wrong, but there was also a hedgehog, a frog, there was a yellow bird. Stuff like that where it's very gimmicky and very unpractical are definitely gonna end up in the sale. A little bit more of a contemporary brand is Giuseppe Di Morabito. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but they're always on sale. They also have some great pieces, great ready to wear. I've seen a lot of their pieces on an amazing price, and I do think that they're a very underrated brand. I'm always intrigued by their pieces, and I feel like a lot of their pieces are very up my alley, and I mean, they're always on sale. Speaking of more gimmicky is Moschino. I mean, there is definitely gonna be a sale at Moschino. Recently, I saw that they released a baguette handbag, and I believe they also released recently a spaghetti handbag. So I mean, those kind of things where, I mean, not everyone is going to be wearing them, let's just say that. Stuff like that is always going to go on sale, but in terms of the ready to wear, always on sale as well. Caperni is another one. Caperni, I think, is a brand that, I don't know, I feel a certain way around Caperni. I feel like Caperni is definitely one for the show, and kind of that's about it. I don't really see them as a brand that's really dedicated towards providing the luxury experience. That's just my own opinion, but a lot of their pieces go on sale. And my final two brands are Tom Ford and Maison Margiela. If you're looking for a stiletto on a night out, I would highly advise Tom Ford Sale. They also have a great selection of ready-to-wear, well, depending on what website you look at. And then Maison Margiela, a lot of their pieces, both high and low. Like, I feel like Maison Margiela is definitely that brand that offers a lot of things at a lesser price point and also at a higher price point. A lot of those pieces do go on sale. Last year they released a collection with Doc Martens, and I already saw those ended up in the sale, and I believe the price tag that I saw was around $200. So I mean, a Maison Margiela collab with Doc Marten on sale, and a Doc Marten is already $200. So I mean, you're getting, you know, bang for your buck, I guess. The only thing that I don't think will really end up in the sale, so Maison Margiela is also doing a collaboration with Christian Louboutin, and that comes out March 12th, so right before I upload this video. That will not probably end up on the sale, I don't believe. I could be totally wrong on that, but I wouldn't think that a collab with Christian Louboutin is going to end up in the sale. If anything, I think it's going to end up sold out. I think there's going to be a lot of people wanting that collaboration too much so that they won't even think about putting those on sale. It's not likely that it's going to end up in the sale because it's going to be sold out even before they can get to the sale. Now, in terms of shoe brands, there are a lot of shoe brands that always end up in the sale, and I personally love a good designer shoe sale. I think the vast majority of shoes, you know, except for obviously the heavy hitters like Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, are not going to go on sale to the degree of these brands. I have a total of 6 shoe brands that always do go on sale, or at least where I think you should look for them at least on sale before you buy them full price, because again, not all shoes are going to end up in the sale. Number 1 is Paris, Texas, and Paris, Texas is an Italian brand, even though they are called Paris, Texas, which I always do find so funny. I love a good Paris, Texas moment, and they offer so many great shoes: flats, loafers, knee-high boots, stilettos. I recently just bought a pair of slingbacks that I absolutely am so excited to wear. I can't wear them because, you know, we're still in winter, but when the springtime comes, ooh, they'll be on my feet. But I would highly check out Paris, Texas. Another great brand is Decori, and I feel like Decori does not get enough praise as it should. I want to say it's a very similar shoe style to Amina muaddi in terms of like the mule, but they offer it in a different silhouette than, of course, the Amina muaddi. Amina muaddi has their classic martini heel, very different from that. Decori is great if you're looking for a more of a party shoe, a little bit of glam on your feet. If you're going on vacation, you know, the Bahamas, you're going to go sunset, you know, on the beach. Don't bring your shoes on the beach, but you know, that kind of vibe. An Italian brand, the Attico, makes some great bags, makes some great shoes. Ready to wear, probably not my taste, but I mean, to each their own, and I think they all do go on great sales. I personally have my eye on, oh no, I can't remember the bag. I spoke about it in a previous video of mine, but it is basically this slanted handbag, and I saw it in person and I absolutely loved it, and I saw it on a great, amazing sale. So now I'm pondering on it. I'm thinking great depths, okay, if I should buy this handbag, which I mean, Jimmy Choo is another great brand. A lot of the shoes do end up in the sale, but not all. Again, supply and demand. If it's a very popular shoe, likely not going to end up in the sale, but a lot of them do, especially in colorways that, you know, maybe are not going to be as popular as black. Jimmy Choo is also very reputable for comfortable shoes, so a great brand to check out. As someone who just bought a pair of Ferragamo pump wedges, okay, Ferragamo is another great brand to buy their shoes on sale. I was actually going to buy the Ferragamo pump wedge back in December, and it was selling for $1,300. Actually, no, I lie. It was selling for $800. It was on sale. And something in my gut just knew that I was going to get a better sale, and I waited. I waited until one day I just randomly went to the outlet and I found it there. I think I got that shoe for $520 with taxes included. I mean, I think that was a steal, especially considering how badly I wanted that shoe. So I think Ferragamo shoes in general are absolutely something worth checking out in the sale only. I don't know the name of it, but it's a pump with the slanted heel, and I absolutely love that shoe. I know it's a very weird and wacky shoe, not everyone likes it, but even that was in the outlet. And that's a pretty popular shoe, I would say, for Ferragamo. Lastly, Amina muaddi. Okay, not all Amina muaddi shoes will end up in the sale, but a lot of them will. And this goes with all shoe brands in general, especially when shoes are, you know, bedazzled in various different extravagant colors, likely gonna end up in the sale. It's not as popular as something like a black shoe, where you can wear a black shoe with, quite honestly, probably anything. Are you gonna wear a hot neon pink shoe with bedazzled every single day? Likely not. If you are, good for you. So those are the shoe brands that always end up in the sale, but let's now talk about the outlets, because some brands have designated outlets. Now I'm gonna be talking about more high-end designer brands that have their own outlet, okay? Places like Prada. When I tell you how badly I want to go to the designer outlet in Florence, oh my god, okay? I've seen so many videos on TikTok. That I have heard is a very, very good outlet. Now I'm not saying you're going to get the same things from, you know, the actual stores in the outlet. That's not always the case. You know, every single brand is different, give or take, but checking out the outlet if you really do want an item, especially if it's from an item from previous collections ago, is a great idea. Another great brand is Saint Laurent. I absolutely love Saint Laurent. Oh my god, whatever they are doing over there, chef's kiss. If I could have everything from that brand, I absolutely would. Saint Laurent is definitely a place if you're looking for previous collections to check out the outlet. An outlet that I just bought my shoes at, okay, Ferragamo. They had ready-to-wear purses and shoes that were pretty still new, I would say. There's also the Burberry outlet, okay? Burberry's got everything and more, and especially while they're kind of in this limbo phase of, I guess, you know, declining sales. Burberry is going through some weird times right now, but it does benefit you because things are going on sale. And the last two brands are Versace and Gucci. Okay, a lot of their things end up in the outlets, especially from previous creative directors. Maybe not Versace, okay, it's been Donatella Versace for, you know, forever. but I mean, Gucci is a different breed. Especially if you love Gucci under Alessandro Michele, definitely check out the Gucci outlets because I promise you, you'll find lots from that. Now, where to look for the best sales? There are a couple websites that I will check out every once in a while, and by every once in a while, I mean, no, a couple times a week, because I like to investigate. I like to see if something that I want is on sale, where are the best sales at, and this is what I have concluded too. If you are in Europe, okay, my Teresa or Luisa Verroma, oh my god, the way I said that, my Italian father would be ashamed. Okay, anyways, that's not to say that you can't purchase things from those websites if you are not in Europe. They just have duties when you go check out, and there may be a shipping cost associated to it. But sometimes all that is worth it if you can secure a really good sale, which a lot of the times I have noticed on my Teresa, especially Luisa Verroma, because a lot of them have these random 1 day or 1 hour sales that will pop up on your screen. It's like an extra 30% off when you check out in the next hour. I know it's not ideal, but if you have something already in your cart and you can get an extra 30% off and that item is already in the sale, okay, so you're getting an extra 30% off. Let's just say the item is already 30% off, so you're getting 60% off. Say no more. I've also seen 70%. I mean, sometimes the sales are really, really, really good. You just have to consistently keep checking it out, having a clear idea of what you have your eye set on, because if you know exactly, then you can go check out right away. Luisa Verroma also has sales around, you know, key periods of the year. So I mean, Black Friday, Boxing Day, alongside every brand under the sun. But Luisa Verroma also does it really well because they will give you an extra add-on. If you are in Canada, I would check out Holt Renfrew. I one time saw, oh, pains me, I did not buy them, but I saw a pair of Bottega Veneta shoes and they were $230. And at the time I was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna wear them. No, I absolutely would have worn them, okay? I've thought about those shoes ever since. Holt doesn't always have the best sales, but they do have random, really good sales. Very random though. You'll definitely have to keep your eye on Holt. That's definitely one thing to keep in mind. A Montreal-based company is SSENSE, and SSENSE does have a lot of great sales, but I wouldn't say that they have the best sales. Not always, but I do have a lot of things purchased from SSENSE that I did find having the best sale price at SSENSE. The pair of Paris, Texas slingbacks that I just purchased are from SSENSE, and I actually noticed them on my Teresa and Satire, and it actually ended up having the best price on SSENSE. So if you have an item that you absolutely love, you can just simply Google search that item and see how much it's selling on other platforms. I do believe it's my Teresa's second brand, and it's Yoox. So Yoox is, I hope I'm saying that correctly, if not, that's embarrassing, but they are essentially an e-com platform that sells all designer items all on sale. Yoox is definitely overwhelming. I would say there's a lot on there, but I mean, you know what, a girl needs her options, so I'll take it. Another great option is the Outnet. Now I find the Outnet is not my personal favorite in terms of finding great sales. The curation of products isn't my personal favorite, but if you're looking for something like Valentino, if you're looking for Jimmy Choo, they have a lot of Valentino Jimmy Choo. A lot of Chloe as well. Actually, I did see a lot of new in pieces from Chloe. And the last brand is an Australian brand called Satire. Hope I'm saying that correctly as well. There's been a lot of discourse that I've really seen if Satire is, you know, authentic, if it's real. It is in fact authentic, it is legit, but Satire offers a lot of great discounts. I have seen many of the best discounts on there, which is probably why a lot of people don't think that Satire is legit because of the prices, but the prices are actually legit. They're just in Aussie prices. And I would say that all 6 of the platforms that I just mentioned really all house the same brand. So if you're looking for something, I can guarantee you probably will find it on another platform. The last e-commerce platform that I want to mention is Farfetch. Now, Farfetch is an e-commerce platform of a million different boutiques, and those boutiques are selling to you. So because it's all different boutiques around the world, I don't find that you'll find the best price on Farfetch, but you definitely will find pieces that are new, pieces that you may have never seen before, and sometimes you can get a really great sale. I do find Farfetch is a little bit finicky and would probably be my last resort when I'm looking for sale items. Now, in terms of finding these sales, you could easily sign up to their mailing list and they will notify you of an upcoming sale. That's really how I find out, besides actually keeping tabs myself. I mean, the tabs are always open. All I can say is that there really are no rules when it comes to shopping and especially sales. That is just everything that I have at least learned throughout the short little years that I have been purchasing in the designer world. I think I'm gonna leave you now with all those tips and tricks. I hope that was helpful and I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching. It does mean the absolute most to me. And as always, I hope you have the utmost fabulous day. Bye guys.